Hey, El Cap and Kelly White. Thank y'all for being here. Marco, thank you for being here. We're going to hang out for just a second. And if y'all would let anybody that comes in know that we are, I'll be right back. I need to message somebody and let them know to get on. So y'all hang out for just a minute, talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back. All right, let's see who's in here. Anybody else? Let's talk about what gadgets was. Thanks, Kelly. Appreciate that. Reese King, thank you for being here. I did this kind of a impromptu live, and um, waiting for a few more folks to get in here. Salty Pines, thank you for being here, man. Sorry, not sorry. Anna Calloway, thank you for being here. Reese King, thank you for that comment as well. Hit that like button, or I think it's double tap if you're on the phone. I'm not haven't done a lot of the verticals, so this will be a little bit different, maybe. And I need to put this on Do Not Disturb, or some guys are probably going to be making some comments and other. All right. Reese King, I have a package of knives from Fred the Lug, and I do not know what I am unboxing. I don't know what he's put in there, so it's going to be a surprise to me. Hopefully, Fred will be in here in a minute so that he can help me to if I don't know what the knife is. So, but we shall see. We'll hang out for a minute. And if you're carrying a knife as part of your EDC, what are you carrying today? Go ahead and show what I have. I'm carrying the Vulcan Customs button lock, and also have the Tuya Voodoo. Mind of Milton, thank you for being here, sir. Let's see, what else do I have? Carrying the Wee Baloo. And for you folks that don't know me, I do tend to carry a few knives. Thanks for the crazy questions there, TKE. And also carrying this slip joint. This is American Blade Works, and just simply called a slip joint. I don't think it actually has a name, but really cool slip joint. So that's what I have in pocket today. They are sharp. Some of them have been sharpened by me, and others haven't been sharpened by me yet. So they are sharp. TK, you're supposed to be headed home by now. It's late, man. Fred the Lug. Hey, Freddie. Thank you for being here. And again, y'all drop what you're carrying today in that in the chat. If you carry a knife as part of your EDC. Some of you may be coming from areas that's not permitted to do that, but some of you are. Zon in the pocket. How many knives do I have? I'm scared to count them, but probably about 40 or 50. And then I have several that, well, not right now so much, but usually have a few that other folks let me do disassembly and cleaning videos and reviews of. So Fred the Lug says he's carrying the Kaiser Hawk that he just got back. I sent that knife back to him, and hopefully that's it's treating you well, Fred. That's a really nice knife. Like I mentioned in my review, well, I don't even know if the review hasn't gone live, but I mentioned in the review I'm not a big fan of the speed holes on the knife, but not too bad on this particular knife. Just in time says rookie numbers. Absolutely, just in time. I'm a rookie, and I notice there's a few more lives going on right now, so just trying to get in there and do this unboxing and maybe hang out with you fine folks for a few minutes. Reese King, thank you for doing that. I appreciate it. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoy the content. I do a lot of videos on disassembling, cleaning knives, which for some odd reason I enjoy doing, even if I'm not filming it. So, in just in time, thank you for being here, man. Fred Lug, the action is fantastic. That Kaiser really had that one dialed in as far as action. The D10 on it's set up pretty cool, and that D10 pillar, as they call it, is a bit different. There's some similar to that, but that D10 pillar is all part of what makes that action so good. And again, you folks that are here for the first time, really appreciate it. Thank you for stopping by. H Time says I'm carrying my CRK Squid again today. Edge Time, thank you for being here. And hopefully some items that I shipped out might be to certain folks before too long. I've had one package sitting in Cincinnati for about 10 days now. They're about something like that. I don't know. Reese King says, I also enjoy watching these videos. They help me understand how to clean my knives while I watch. Yes, absolutely. And I do enjoy doing that as well. Knight's Edge says, Devo Premium Pony Stout in S90V with Mr. Eddie Anno. HelpWithGadgets, or Edge Time says, HelpWithGadgets, I would like to hear your thoughts on Cobra Tech while I have my volume up, if you don't mind. I do not have, I don't have an opinion about Cobra Tech. I'm not a big fan of out the front knives, and don't really know a whole lot about them, so I can't. I wouldn't be the one to be able to speak intelligently on that. TK, be careful on the way home, man. Brian White says Devo Growler V1 and the Savini aluminum slip joint with the blue scales at work, and flipping the Crest Kaiser collab with Gecko Customs Lizard Skin Anno with Black Blade that came in today. That's always pretty cool, being able to play with the new knives. And hopefully I've got some ones in here that I can do some flipping on later tonight. And as I'm sitting back at the desk, TKE depends on how long he's live. Well, it depends on how long folks want to hang around. So we'll let a few more people get in here, and then I'll start pulling out some knives to take a look at, and then we'll go from there. We'll just have to see how it goes. Edge Time says Mr. Eddie was bullying me the other night about them, so I was just curious. You just have to ignore Mr. Eddie sometimes. That's okay. He's highly opinionated about certain things, and lots of folks have differing opinions, which is all part of how it works. A lot of times, you're allowed to have differing opinions about things. Doesn't mean that if you don't like somebody else's opinion that you're necessarily right, but a lot of folks do have strong opinions about certain knives. So if you like them, I say get them. My wife carries a very inexpensive out the front. She's got a nicer one, but that was just the easiest thing for her to manipulate. Now she's more comfortable with knives and actually carries a liner lock flipper knife. So just depends on what folks are comfortable with. Fred the Lug says the Gecko Crest is fun. Play with it at Blade Show Texas. Steven is doing some mods. Some that probably that's probably what I'll get. He said he does fantastic mods. Joseph Jones, thank you for being here. Says howdy, folks. How's everybody? Fred the Lug says no. Mr. Eddie has strong opinions. No way. I have never noticed. And absolutely. Reese King says like the video to support, and I do appreciate anyone that's stopped by. And please hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't done so, and you enjoy the content. I'm a small channel getting started and trying to improve. Haven't done a lot of verticals, but I hear verticals are a good way to get out, get more exposure to other people. So that's why I went ahead and did that tonight. Okay, it says Mr. Eddie's opinions are known as facts. Well, I don't know. Amanda Milton said he's a teddy bear. Edge Time says thanks for encouragement. HelpWithGadgets. Mr. Eddie's so mean. Oh man, he's what's the proper way to put this? He is very passionate about his opinions. So there you go. Fred says he's a grizzly bear. Nah, no, most of the time. It just depends. He asks me all the time to send the. If you look at the videos, he'll if I post a knife up, a review or a disassembly and cleaning, a lot of times he'll say, "Send it to me," and I'm like, "Nope." Friend the Lug says, "Just kidding. He's a sweetheart underneath the facade." And TKE said, "Who's Mr. Eddie?" Yeah, he's some dude that owns an Ozark. I think he's got several Ozarks, in fact. And he's always fussing at me to go live, so I'm not sure why he's not here right now. But he may have had to take a nap. If he doesn't get his naps, he can be a bit grumpy. I wish I could put in a service request for my package that went to one of my giveaway winners, but it keeps telling me it's moving and it's not eligible for a service request. Fred the Lug says, "I thought he was such a Star Trek geek that he calls himself a Vulcan." Oh man. I think the postal service is having a bit of a problem sometimes to as of late getting packages delivered. I sent several by UPS on Monday, and two of them got there in 2 days, and two of them got there in 3 days. So I'm going to go with UPS for a while. TKE says, "I heard he likes Jack Wolf, but has really been more into Devo lately." I think he did get some Devo item, or at least one Devo item in the mail today. At least I think that's correct. Edge time, yeah, we like to give Mr. Eddie a hard time too. So especially TKE, he's there all the time, back and forth about something or another. And I wouldn't say awesome. He's pretty good though. He can be awesome, but pretty good. All right, let's go ahead and start slicing into this package here. Let's see. I'll probably just use that one to get into it. Whew. Had to wait on the phone for 60 minutes before USPS agent answered. Wow. Fred the Lug says, "I'm down to one Devo from 5, picking up a Mini Buzz prototype tomorrow." Very cool, Fred. I'm going to use the Vulcan Customs button lock, which I have been thoroughly enjoying. And since I got it, that's probably been the one of my most carried knives. So I'm really enjoying that. All right, I don't know what's in here. Oh, looks like I got some stickers in here. Hey, got some Fred the Lug stickers. Awesome. I will have to add that to my to some giveaways. Thanks, Fred, for sending that. All right, got the main package unpackaged. Let me take a look at the paperwork here. Oh wow, we've got a few. We've got a few to check out here. Oh yeah. All right, very awesome. I was just looking through the list, and there's a few that I've wanted to check out. Now let's see. I think I'm just going to get all of them out of the package here, and then we'll take a look. Oh, okay. There's one. There's another one. Okay. All right, we'll take a look at this one first. I think some folks call that troll candy. And again, appreciate everyone being here. This one may have a few in it. Let's see. All right, I think this one is the CJRB Pyrite Light. I have the Pyrite, but I haven't been able to try the light. Let's see if I've got. I have the Pyrite Alt, so this would be the first time I've been able to try the light out. I can see some good changes there to that. That's pretty cool. This one would have it's got the AR RPM 9 blade steel. The button lock works really well, and thumb studs. It's even easy to do a reverse flick off of that thumb stud. So that's pretty cool. I got to remember to keep everything vertical here. I'm used to trying to make everything fit a horizontal screen, so I apologize if I didn't keep that on the screen. All right, so that's the CJRB Pyrite Light. Came with some cool stuff in there. And Fred actually said that one's to give away, so that one would be coming. That'll be on a future giveaway, so I have to do a review of it first. So that's very cool. Thank you, Fred. That is awesome. All right, looks like there's 6 more knives here. All right, we're just going to take them one at a time and see what we get, because I do not. Okay, this one is this one's a Vero Mini Nova, and this one may have been the one that I was on a live back in November of last year when I was at CanCon and Tactical Blade Show, and this may have been the one he was asking. He was asking Joseph Vero about. All right, cool, Fred. I tried to send a tracker with a package to Mr. Eddie, but it didn't work the way I was hoping it would, which told me a lot about it. So this is cool. Vero knives was one of the knives that one of the brands that I really liked when I got back into knives, and had quite a few of his stuff. I don't have any of his knives right now, but I still carry a Vero Fulcrum. In fact, I've used this thing a lot, as you can tell. That gets a lot more use than I thought it would. Okay, you were asking about the Mini Lux. Okay. And this is the Mini Nova. So which is the Mini Lux is a the Mini Lux is very cool as well. Is the Mini Lux a integral or no? May not be. So comments. LCAP says, "Could Fred's first win be his own knife?" That would be funny, but it would not be unheard of on the channel. Mr. Eddie had given them a giveaway to for the 1K giveaway, and he was the winner. So he DSKF'd it to Cole, but that was pretty funny. Fred the Lug says that one would be a great purple anodizing project for the. We'll have to talk about that, Fred. Oh, I just noticed the. Take a look at the backspacer there, and the way that it's cut out for a lanyard or an edyard, depending on who you talk to. That's an interesting way of doing it. I don't dislike that. Keeps it all in the backspacer there without any additional pins. I don't dislike that at all. So, very cool. Fred says, Water Handle Mini Nova is the best echo-in. Mini Lux is Riot, and the Isotope is the integral. I have not kept up with the Vero stuff like I should have. He's a pretty cool guy. Always enjoy talking to him at the shows. And he actually donated a driver that went to the winner that's and it's still floating around up in USPS somewhere. So let's see. Fred the Lug says, when I enter a giveaway from Alma Knife, I just forward it on to someone else on the live. That's cool, Fred. But you still could be technically the winner. Mr. Eddie says, oh, you are live. Yes, I am, Mr. Eddie. And thank everyone for being here. We're doing some unboxings. No, Fred. No, Mr. Eddie. I don't need to buy your knives. And we're doing some unboxing of knives from Fred the Lug. So having a pretty cool time doing so thus far. And only 2 knives in. I think I got 5 more knives to show here. Keep trying, Fred. Keep trying, man. One day, maybe. All right, let's see what the next one is. All right, this one is a Cancept. Let's see what it is. Cancept Tarkin. Maybe? Nope. Yes. I think so. It has a thumb disc on it, and I like that because that's easier to reverse flick off in my opinion, than a thumb stud. It works great for the thumb as well, and it's a front flipper. That works really well. There you go. Wanda Milton says, Mr. Eddie, I got a Rotten Design shirt. We're going to get you one, but no XL. But Stumbo, thank you for being here, man. And Reese King says, like the video to support. It's also free. Appreciate that, Reese. Thank you very much. Fred's given some additional information on that. Says it's a Matthew Christensen design. Great thumb disc placement. Yeah, it's Cancept isn't doing a bad job. I like the clip design there. It's got some jimping on that back spacer, but not doesn't really do a whole lot there. It's not up above the scales there. It does have some jimping there, but again, it's not really. It's below below the level, so it's not doing a whole lot. But it does have a forward choil. Kind of like those knives with forward choils. Access to the lock bar is good. And of course, this isn't a review. This is just me taking a look at a knife and first impressions. Fred, I have your permission to disassemble and clean these. I hope so, because this would be cool. I like that one. Fred says yes. Thank you, Fred. All right, let's see. Yeah, it's it just needs no, it just shows it's been carried and used, so that's cool. And it's kind of got a stone wash finish on the scales. It looks like it's pretty cool. Yeah, the blade looks a little bit dirty. That's all right though. All right, let's see what we've got here. Okay, that's a Gecko Customs Pulinko, I think it is. Kilo. Kilo. I like the blue pop of color there on the clip and the back spacer, and that's got a full back spacer too. That's nice. Got some slots cut out there. Reverse flick works really well, and that front flipper works really well also. That's a smaller knife, but a very cool knife. There's some color there on the many facets of that pivot as well, and kind of matching on the back like that. You got the milling here on the scales. Come on now. Go. It's got M398 for the blade steel there. I don't dislike that. That's not bad for a smaller knife. Yeah. And you can put your finger forward on that. Let's see. Comments or the chat. Let's see. Kilo is the brand and Gecko is the name. Okay. Thanks, Fred. I needed correction, and I'm glad you're here to do that. TC Blades, thank you for being here, man. Very cool. That looks like that would be a nice slot for a small tritium vial, a la the Hypercut. Maybe while it was there, but maybe not. I'll have to do some looking. And I'll let's see if I can zoom in on this. Pretty cool logo there. Man, those tritium vials are hard to find, but I bet you I know somebody that knows where to get them. All right, so we've got 4 out of the 7 knives. Let's see what else we got in here. Ooh. Okay, this is the Arcform Altum Saber. That's got a pretty stiff detent on that one, Fred. But not it fires out with authority. And Louis says tritium vials are sold on the OCD for EDC website. That's a good thing to know, Louis. Appreciate it. And thanks for being here. Edge Time says got a team dinner in a few minutes. I think Edge Time is playing around in Colorado out there. So I'm gonna try to UPS package request thingy. Edge Time, would that package be something I may be familiar with? I actually talked to the post office yesterday and didn't get anywhere. So good luck with that. Mr. Eddie said selling an RDB knife for $500, and okay, I hear you, Mr. Eddie. Gonzo said, "Is that the giveaway knife?" No, that is not the giveaway knife. This one has been provided by Fred to do a giveaway on, but I need to do a review on it first. So, coming up soon, Gonzo. That'd be the plan. And Gonzo, thank you for being here, man. Louis, let's see. I have American Blade Works Model 1 somewhere, but I may have taken it in the other room. But I would say that would be a really good knife to get there. Michael's a really cool dude, and they have awesome customer service. So I would say that would be a not a bad thing to do, depending on if it's a as new in box type situation, Louis. I don't think that'd be a problem at all. Gonzo says, "Can you give away the Vero too? Can you give the Vero away too?" Well, these are all Fred's, so you'll have to ask Fred about that, Gons. And Mind of Milton, I like Joseph Vero's design language. Just something about it. I had a couple of synapses, the regular version, the smaller version, and sold both of them. Actually, a good friend of mine still has one of them, and traded the other one away. And that's one of the knives that I wish I hadn't traded away. And if I can find a good deal on one, I may have to see if I can get another one because I like that. Red looks at Gonzo. Sorry, that's a keeper for now. Too niche. The Altum knife, Mr. Eddie, is an Arcform Altum Saber. And it has a very strong detent on it. But it's doable. I don't think this one's actually accidentally going to get deployed. That's a smaller knife as well. Altum with the kind of a texture to it. Let's see if I can get the camera to cooperate. So feels good in hand. Got to be careful not choking up on that blade too much, but fits well in hand. So, all right. TK says, just left work, listening on the way home. Be careful, TK. It was warmer earlier today here, but we actually took one of the dogs to the vet and went in. It was comfortable and came back out, and it was a little chilly. So, Mind of Milton says, I've had a few Veros. They were good. TK, which is better to get blood stain out of clothes, bleach or Lysol? I would ask my wife on that one. You probably should ask Cole. Let her take care of it. Mind of Milton says, get new clothes, TK. And Fred Luck says that detent was adjusted by our friend to make it very stiff, and they accomplished. If you were looking for a stiff detent, they understood the assignment. And yes, that I do like the Altum. It looks good on here with the. Let's see if I can get it to cooperate. You can see a little bit of the frame through the, or you can see the frame through the. But I think it looks good. I like the look of it. PK, Louis has some a suggestion for you. And he didn't say anything about gasoline. Don't be changing up the formula that you were given there, TK. Gonzo says, I'm allergic to Altum. All right, let's see what we have here. Well, this one looks really cool. This is the Knife Tyro. This looks like it's got the snake lock on it, which is pretty cool. Let's see here. Oops, messed that one up. Well, that one's a really good slow roll. And of course the lock, which I haven't, I don't think I've messed with the Wii version of that. See if I can, messed it up again. There we go. And of course you could, and that sounds, that sounds good. I'm just not deploying this knife very well. Need more practice. Gonzo says that's a sexy knife. And Mind of Milton, Fred always sends cool stuff. It's just kind of the thing. And Kinetic says, do you plan on getting the Civivi Buster FG? I would have to take a look at that one, Kinetic. But hopefully, maybe they'll have that at at Blade Show, and I can take a look at it. PK says, tell me what's your language. Fred Luck says that blade hole is weird. Need time to get used to the deployment. Okay. It's not just me then. But the knife itself is okay. Let's take a closer look if I can get this to. So those triangles there are polished and gold colored, which is pretty cool. Same thing for that that hole there, and there's a gold pivot collar. Same thing for the collar, or maybe it's actually the body screw and not a collar. Maybe the same thing for they've chamfered and colored the pivot itself, maybe, which is pretty crazy. And again, that's an interesting knife. All right, let's see comments, or let's see the chat right quick before I open this last one. Connect says it's a new super lock knife they're doing. Bigger knife. I think it has a 4.12 inch blade. That'd be pretty cool, Kinetic. That's I don't mind that lock at all. And the guys in here are being very nice to each other. Actually a little scared. Not sure what's going on. 4.2 inch blade, actually. That's really that's a good size knife. Orbit Claw says, Joe here for a second. Sup all, and Luther made it. Good deal, man. I am I'm glad it made it safely. So that means all the knives that I shipped back the other day made it to their respective owners, and we're good to go. So good deal. TKE says, I'm glad for Milton finishing a long form. How long's that video there, Milty? Carco, thank you for being here, man. Cam W says, what knife was this? This is the Tyro, I think is the name of it. Is that right, Fred? It's got the snake slot similar to the shark lock. Fred says, yes, the Tyro. It's taking me a second. I'm getting better at it. Turd Burglar, thank you for being here. Mr. Eddie says, I got the Spyderco today. Hope you like that one, Mr. Eddie. That one's pretty cool. Gonzo, the Spyderco is that Raven, that 4-inch or 4+ inch blade from Damascus. It was a Damascus bladed marble carbon fiber scale on one side and titanium on the other. Looked almost like a Spyderco. I think like a fancy Spyderco police. Maybe a good description for that. Ground Fog, I don't think I said hello to you, man. Thank you for being here. Kinetic says, Fred, I personally like the bigger knives, so I think I'm going to really like the Buster. Very cool. I'm going to have to check that one out. Mind developed this 3 or 4 minutes. Don't leave love. Y'all were being so good, being nice to one another now. There was a little barb just thrown in there. Mr. Eddie Gonzo. That's the Damascus CF knife that Tommy had for a while. I had it for a little while. I don't think it was as long as I don't think it was as long as Mr. Eddie was acting like it was, or Carco for that matter. But that's all right. I'm okay. I'm okay with that. Fred says, FYI, all but the Vero and the Kilo are up for being rehomed. So if you are interested in any of these knives, other than, let's see, other than these, then hit up Fred on Instagram. And now there's discussion about semantics about whether it's fluff or details. Let's see. Gonzo says, "Did you sharpen it before you sent it back?" I did not, Gonzo. I figured I might. So he might not like my sharpening on a very expensive knife. So we'll see. Cody C, thank you for being here. Oh, Fred says, hit up on the Discord as well. So if you get on TKE's Discord, which one of you guys that are mods can drop a link to that Discord if you want to. And you can hit up Fred and see. Yeah, I've got one more knife here. I've got one more knife. I'm trying to build the suspense there. Gonzo, sorry about that, man. If maybe we'll talk about Mr. Eddie. I did not send that extra wire clip. I do not know where the extra wire clip is. Let me send that on the next shipment. That was for the that was for the yeah, we talked about that. Sorry. I got to send you that and one of those NAF knife kits. Mr. Eddie says that the telling Gonzo it's available. Fred says the last one is more basic. And LCAP, thank you for dropping TK's Discord there. TKE says Milton calls building suspense rambling. Hurry up. All right. And I had forgotten what the last one was, but this one's a pretty cool Spyderco. Of course, the Spyderco Smock. And I just failed that. I think this one's got the extra detent ball in it, doesn't it, Fred? Yeah. I think somebody asked, we were discussing that the other day. And the question was, why folks take the extra detent ball out? And I think that's the reason. Fred said, fairly new knife I got on trade. And this is a pretty cool version of the Smock. I like this carbon fiber sandwiched scales, and it's 30V, if I'm reading correctly. I seem to have more difficulty with the focus on the phone when it's doing a video with YouTube as opposed to doing it through StreamYard. Maybe it's just because of the way it works. I don't know. All right. Gonzo says, how much can a guy get for a kidney these days? Asking for a friend. Mr. A says, I might send Artie be back tomorrow. Fred Lug says, I'd be up for a knife kit. Looks cool. Yeah, they are pretty cool, Fred. Absolutely. This one doesn't feel broken in at all, Fred. Fred says, I like the chop Smock better. Yeah, Fred, I was thinking it was front flip and just did it without looking, and figured out real quick that didn't work correctly. Yeah, I think it's already starting to loosen up some, so really cool. I haven't handled a smock in a long time, and it's a pretty cool knife. Milton may hit you up for a discussion about that one, maybe. I like those. I like those scales. Those are pretty cool. Mr. Eddie has a chopped smock as well, and he proceeded to chop it even more, I think, and did other things with it. But that turned out pretty good. Got them lined up pretty neat here. Not quite the right size. Well, this side's pretty good, and let's see. There we go, maybe. So, all right, you guys. Any particular one that you'd like to see a close up of? While we've got them spread out here and taking a look at them. Got the Fred the Lug stickers. Got them spread out on the picnic table here. Fred says, I think I want to get a copper or heavy scales for my chopped smock. G10 is too light. Mr. Eddie says, let's see RDB. Well, I can't. Somebody else has that one right now. And I think his name, the initials are Mr. Eddie. Waylon, thanks for being here, man. Louis, thank you. That's all these just came from Fred the Lug, and I really appreciate him allowing me to take a look at these knives. That'll be some more that I haven't experienced. In fact, I've not experienced any of these particular models, except maybe the Smock. But again, it's been a long time. So, Mr. Eddie says, I only got 3 Help with Gadgets stickers. How many did you ask for, Mr. Eddie? I think the request was for only 1, and I threw a couple extras in there. So, looks like we ended up with about 20 in here. Looks like we had about 29 likes. So, folks have been coming in and out. You did not ask for 17. I appreciate everybody that stopped by. Please hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't done so. And we can hang out a few more minutes if y'all want to. And let's see. I think the chat on my phone froze up like a long time ago. Good thing I had it on the tablet up there. Fred, I was thinking I did, but I wasn't sure. Gonzo, you missed the giveaway. Sorry, man. What did I say no about this time? Bombing Adventures, thanks for being here, man. We're doing an unboxing of some knives from Fred the Lug, and got it all unboxed actually and out here on the table. So if you want to take a look at any of these that I have out here, just yell and I'll give you a closer look. Just a time says I'm listening, just fighting with his paracord. Me and Knots don't get along trying to tie something that resembles a lanyard. Just in time, have you checked? Have you actually, who was it? Ed Durbin was on someone's live this week? Last week. And I'm trying to remember who it was. It was actually Milton's. Was it Milton's friend? I can't remember who it was. Anyhow, and was showing how to tie lanyards. So that was pretty cool. Mr. Eddie says, "What's in the container above the stickers? Mainly just cotton tip applicators and a few more tools and charging cable, stuff like that." DK says, "Almost home. Thanks for the live and nice night, Fred." DK, get in the house. Get some sleep, man. Just in time says, "I think I'm buying them already made," but sometimes it's necessary to tie one. Sometimes the ready-made ones don't work real good. And yes, Kelly White does tie paracord because I got something from Darkwater that she made. So, Mad Yoko, thank you for being here, man. Mr. Eddie says, "This is the best live I've seen in a while." Oh, well, I don't know about all that, Mr. Eddie, but thank you. I appreciate that. Gonzo says, "Wait, we're live. We're live. Yes, we're live." So, second to none. Katie says, "This is the best knives I've seen in a while." Again, these guys are being nice. Something's going on. Something's up. I think Milton was saying the other day that he needed that he'd never experienced a smock and he needed to try one. So maybe so there, Fred the Lug. Fred the Lug said they must have made a pact. First one to crack by accident or something like that. Oh me. Mr. Eddie says, "TK, you made it over 4K. No more knives." And I think you've already sent him some knives since then, so I don't believe that. So these are the knives that I got in from Fred today. This is the Spyderco Smock, which is a pretty cool knife. Got that what a lot of folks are calling a top liner lock nowadays. So that one's really cool. This is the Tyco, Tyco, which is it's got the Snex lock, or the what's similar to the lock on the Demco's, but probably a little bit different. Maybe we'll see. Do a I'll plan on doing a disassembly and cleaning of that one, or in fact all of these. So, and then this one is the Arcform Altum Saber with a really nice heavy detent on it, and it fires out with authority. There's that one. This is the Cancept Tarkin thumb disc, which I like. It's easy to reverse flick off of, and also front flick. And Comfortable in hand. Can choke up. Really cool shaped clip on that bad boy. I know this is probably driving Fred nuts, but so I'll just wipe that off, and here we go. That looks better. That looks better, Fred. So Fred said button actuated compression lock. Yep. So that should be interested in being on that Sage 6. That should be cool. Farming Adventure said, nice bunch of knives. Madioka said, I saw there is a nice sale on Flatinium at a $15 gift card. Got 2 sets of brass Demco 80 20.5 studs for $1. That's pretty cool. And I probably said something else. Fred says Tyro, because apparently I can't see tonight either. And Fred, absolutely correct. Fred says also the snack is also on the Civivi Vision R and Vision FG. Those should be pretty cool. Adventure says, I like the Saber. The case of the knife loaning contract. Yep, Wyoming Adventures, all of them look nice. Absolutely. And if you're interested in that, Wyoming, hit Fred the lug up. Check him on the Discord. Hans, hey man, thank you for being here. Don says, I should have a Sage coming soon. And this is the Kilo Gecko. And I'm probably not pronouncing that correctly. This is actually a cool little knife. It's on the smaller side. Nice hologram. M. $3.98 for the blade steel. Front flip. And the opening holes. And blue. Okay, so they looks like they anodized the back spacer. You can see it here inside. Or you might not can see it here inside. You can see part of it there. But then it looks like they polished or ground it off. So it looks nice. I like that. Excuse me. Then we have the Vero Mini Nova, which is a really nice sized knife. It's not a big knife, but it's a decently sized knife. I like that. Got the normal Vero clip on it, which I haven't had a problem with. It does have a cool back spacer here. In a portion of that back spacer being the lanyard hole. I like that one. That was a really cool one. And then the other one was the Pyrite Light. And according to the note here, this is for review and then to give away. So thank you, Fred. Really appreciate that, man. And I like my Pyrite. I've had the stainless steel version for a while. And this is the first time I've had the opportunity to check out the light version. And not bad. In fact, you can see the differences there. A little bit different grind on the blade. The finger troll looks a little bit bigger. Scales are a little bit different, of course. So, very cool. Let's see. Later, TK. Thank you for stopping by, man. Gonzo says, never heard of M398. I've heard of it a couple of times. I don't know a lot about it. Good luck says Gonzo Sage 6. What steel? I was going to wait until there was like a Rex 121 or K390 or something special. Fred says, yeah, it's got the kilo off of a trade, and it's awesome. Yeah, it's I like that one. I like that knife. It's again, as you can see, it's one of the smaller knives here, but it's interesting. Feels good in hand. Brown Sugar 69, thank you for being here. Thank you, ma'am, for dropping by. TK says Pirate Light is a great giveaway knife. Probably. Pond says I could probably make a butter knife. This one's comfortable. It's probably, let's check something here. It's actually smaller than the porcupine, but for some reason, the opening hole in the porcupine is not does not lend itself well to me for some reason. So I haven't enjoyed the porcupine as much as I had hoped. But the this one works pretty good, and it's a smaller knife, but forward choil where you can move your grip forward a little bit. So very cool. Snake knot isn't so bad. I can do that one. I think I actually used the snake knot making a lanyard. I don't do it a lot either, but I had a CRK that needed a lanyard and made one. And thank you guys for stopping by. I really appreciate that. If you haven't heard me already say that, some of you probably have heard me say it a couple of times now, but I do really appreciate it. So that's the shipment that came in from Fred. And I'll tell you what, before I started doing the videos, get a package of knives in, and you can just go ahead and tear into them and look and see what's what. But now it's, even if you get one in that you buy, then you have to think, okay, I need to do an unboxing of this, or I need to, in some cases, wait to the next day and do it on a live or something. So that's changed some of the aspects of getting new knives in. I did get I don't have it in here. Got a couple of knives from Ryan Crow yesterday from one of his giveaways, but I don't have the other knife with me. So, guns, I said, who's Mech? It's some guy that makes I think he makes some knives. He's considered a channel builder too, I think is the term that I've heard some folks use to describe him. Mr. Eddie says Mech is Gonzo's favorite knife store, so I don't know about all of that. Fred, thank you for being here, man. Get some rest and safe travels into the city in the morning. Gonzo says, yeah, soon I'll owe body parts to that store. Milton said he built TKE. Oh my. Down there. Y'all were being nice. You guys are a mess. Y'all check out Mr. Eddie's Instagram, and you can drop a link to that if you want to, Mr. Eddie. He builds fixed blade knives, and he made a batch in the last pretty good batch in the last couple of weeks, and there's only 2 left. So it's all about people helping other people. So there you go. Success. And oh, by the way, Mr. Eddie, I do have the edgy T-shirt on today, the non-offensive one. So I do appreciate that. And I don't know about all, but you guys, but the pollen around here is getting really bad. I keep taking sips of my water here. So Mr. TK is referring to someone, I'm not sure who. He has a great attitude, seems to be a wonderful person, very complimentary, not used to it. Do I not compliment you, TK? Huh. And then there's the comments. There we go. Mr. Eddie says, member for 1 month. That's awesome, Mr. Eddie. Thank you. Thank you for that. And by the way, the folks that may not be members, let me grab something here. The plan for now is to have a drawing of the members every month, and I have access to a 3D printer, and we'll do some drawings for some 3D printed items, whether it be the NAFS knife kit that you can take the parts out and make a little plastic knife, or if it's one of these knife stands. I think both of those were blue, weren't they? Huh. I might like blue. There's other EDC items that I can make as well, or get made as well. I'm not doing it. I have a son-in-law that likes to play with the 3D printer. I now have 3 Ozark Grails. I got this one in yesterday from Ron Crow, and I think this one may have a special edge on it. So, and the guys are talking about how helpful they are to each other. And TK's mentioning, check out MEK's, that's Mr. 80 Knives on Instagram. Let's see. Gonzo, didn't you order one from him this time? Or no? Oh, it's in the mail. Okay. Or maybe not. Milton says, put away that heat. Yeah, I know that this may not be one that you've seen. So the only bad thing is it's a tip down only knife, but such it is. only have one MEK knife too, Milton, for now. TK says I have 3 of those, only costed 1,000 worth of eggs for the lemon bars. You guys are something else. TK says Cole owns a mech cheese knife, and I only have one mech knife that was made for self-destruction, apparently. Oh, man. Austin, thank you for being here, man. Do appreciate it. We're just hanging out, chatting now, and taking a look at some of the knives that Fred the Lug sent over. Austin, you talk about this one here? Can't give it to you, but check with Fred. I don't think that was. I think that's the ones he's looking to possibly rehome. So check with him on the Discord. It's the what was that? Tyro, and I think I said Tyco, but I can't read that print over to the right on a piece of paper. So it's actually a pretty neat knife. But Austin, look for disassembly cleaning video of that one coming up soon. I think that one's going to be neat to look at the internals of. PK says Mr. 80 Knives has made his best knives lately. He gives them to his new friends. Y'all were being such friendly folks to one another, and now something's happened. TK says that mini melt is hot. Best one so far, but anyhow, let's see. Can I hold the Smock and Pyrite next to each other? I absolutely can. Mr. 80 says mini melt is in a plane headed somewhere. Let's see. I don't know if that's helping you out or not there, Milton. The Smock is Smock is just a tad larger than the Pyrite. No, TK, I shall not. Mr. Eddie's doing a really good job with the fixed blades, and you're right. Some of his he's got some really cool knives that, especially that last batch. So y'all go follow Mr. Eddie on Instagram, and when he has another drop, you'll be able to maybe grab one of those. That's right. But it looked good, Mr. Eddie. He said the mini melt has micarta. He hates working that material, but it looked really cool. One Moon Collective, thank you for being here. Really appreciate you dropping by. We're just we've unboxed or unpackaged some knives from Mr. Fred the Lug. He sent those over, and we're just hanging out chatting now, talking about knives. You guys with mod status, you can feel free to link your channels or any other channels that you want to. Really appreciate the knife community and and how they help each other out. That's really cool. Did want to mention also that that Legion Steel is doing a fundraiser for some members of their community that lost their properties in the recent tornadoes that went through their area of Mississippi. If you check out my live from Tuesday night, there's a link to those fundraisers. So if you're interested in assisting those folks, please feel free to hit those links and head on over. Read comments, Tommy Bear, back in shower and listen. Okay. Got guys working out trade deals on stuff, so very cool. TK says, "Can someone please list Eddie's channel? He has the best channel." Oh man. So links don't work in vertical lives. That's a distinct possibility, because I think I've done a handful of lives, vertical lives, not quite as much, but they work on desktop. So I guess they work from, if you're watching on a desktop, you can post links. You can post a lot of. I wish you could at folks on the phone, but I normally watch from the computer anyways. Which reminds me, I need to get in there and do a Venture 50. Thank you for being here. I need to get a video ready for Saturday. There's several of us that are going to do or drop a video at I think at 10 Eastern, 9 Central, talking about our favorite 3 knives made in China. And I think we've not really collaborated a whole lot on that, on how we're going to do so. So there should be about 4 videos dropping Saturday morning, and take a look at those and see the different perspective from several of us. Knives and Gear Insights, thank you for being here, man. Do appreciate it. It's finally back home. Salty. Mine's done, but I have not uploaded it yet. Salty says, I haven't booted on my computer in ages, and I work from home, so I actually have a work computer and then my personal computer as well. Mad Yako, you'll have to talk to the coordinators of that. I'm gonna need the links to Milton's and TKE's as well, so that I can put those into the description. Oh me. TKE says I tagged Tommy's friends. Metal Complex, Melissa, and Bill Gates. Oh me. You guys are a mess. Absolutely. All right, this has been going for, how long has this been going? Hour and a half. Oh, this is good. All right, so I think that's about it for me, y'all. I'm going to go work on a on getting a video ready to go. So I appreciate everyone that's here, hanging around, chatting. Have a lot of fun chatting with you guys, and watching your comments, and ignoring some of the comments. Thank you, sir. Thanks, Maniaco. Appreciate that. Hope everyone has a wonderful night. Uh, thank y'all for being here. Hope to see y'all again soon. And y'all be careful, be safe out there. Thank you.